think we just need to make it happen. Hey, we are live. Welcome, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tuesday.
Yes, we are
Already.
live. This is new at Sideshow Live, your daily Monday through Friday dose of everything happening at Sideshow and in the world of pop culture. So let's see. Right now we are streaming over on Facebook, on YouTube, in the Facebook group, side.show/geek group, Twitter, Twitter and Twitch. So welcome, everybody. Today, let's see, who are we joined by? We're here with
Rob.
And
I was so used to our Star Wars week names that I was like,
wait,
just Rob?
you're just, yep,
I'm just Amy.
Plain Rob.
you're just Amy. And then, wait, can I do it? Yes.
Robin.
There. Hi. Welcome, everybody. Oh, I see people coming in. Welcome, everyone. All right, Rob, let's get an agenda of what we're going to cover today on New at Sideshow. All right, so first we're going to cover today at Sideshow, and that's all the happenings that are going on all of our channels, our blog, any kind of giveaways, things that are going on at Sideshow for you guys. Then we're going to be covering everything new on our website, sideshow.com. We're going to be picking out some featured new products that just dropped in stock and a deal of the day. Then Robin's going to share with us some of our images from our collector community, which is images that have been submitted to us all over the place. Our website, our social media, all over. So we're going to be showing some of our favorites. Then we're going to go over some of the headlines in pop culture news. Then we're going to check out what's going on in the blog. And then we're going to cover what's going on this week in streaming. You guys ready?
Yay.
Is everyone buckled up?
Buckled up.
All
Are
right.
we ready?
And let's head on over. Yes. You know what? I'd like the 5-point harness for safety.
Yeah. Double strapped.
It's easier. Yeah. All right, Rob. What's going on today? The Sideshow.
Today, well, we have one other stream going on later today. That's Unsealed and Revealed. It'll be 10 a.m. Pacific on all of the Sideshow social media channels, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, yeah, all that, and the Let Your Geek Sideshow Facebook group. They're featuring the quarter-scale Spider-Man from Hot Toys. So that should be a pretty exciting show. That's a big figure with a very impressive base.
I know Guy's excited.
That's got that vulture wing. I'm like, what bird is it? What bird is it?
Yep, that big vulture wing. I can't wait to see what they do with that. So that should be a very exciting show. Check that out, 10 a.m. Pacific. And that's the only other stream, but we do have a few contests going today.
Nice.
And all week. First, we'll start off with the Wolverine by Adi Granoff fine art print. You can get that at side.show/best at what he does. This contest is on our website, running until May 21st at 10 a.m. Pacific. Then we have the companion piece for that one, the Adi Granoff Wolverine black and white variant, also running until May 21st, 10 a.m. Pacific. This one is side.show/notpatch.
I love it.
And we have another one going, another beautiful art print, the Fantastic Four Hand of Doom fine art print. This one is running until the 21st as well, 10 a.m. And that is side.show/firstfamily.
Aw.
Love
those crazy kids.
And then we have one more that's going on all month. It's my personal favorite just because of the short link. It's the Darth Vader 6 scale going on for our newsletter, going until May 31st at 11:55 p.m. That is side.show/Darth News.
I'll be so sad when this giveaway's over and the short link is done. I love Darth News.
Rob?
I know, it's going to be hard to replace that one.
It is. I love it.
We're sure you'll rise to the challenge.
I'm going to try.
Love it.
And that's what's happening today.
Awesome. Thank you, Rob.
Nice.
Also, I want to give a shout out. We have Madison over in all of the chats dropping links to everything. If you guys have any questions about anything, feel free to ask. Madison is there.
That is all of the chats.
Yes,
All of them.
She is over, like I said, she's in 5 different places right now, dropping links, answering questions, helping everybody out.
She's like a chat monster.
Yes, she is.
Chat monster Madison.
Unstoppable machine. All right, Amy, do you want to take us through what's new on Sideshow.com today?
I would love nothing more. Ooh, now it's
that.
Sideshow. We
Got
still
a
need
title
that.
card.
We still need that announcement voice or that jingle. But we've got some great new stuff that dropped in stock. So if you see anything that inspires you here, you can go and check that out at sideshow.com. Put it in your cart and have that sent out to your collection very, very soon, because these are in stock. First up, we've got the Trinity LED poster large wall light by Brand Light. This is a DC Comics LED illuminated poster sign that brings your favorite characters to life with brightly lit inkjet print embedded in solid slimline acrylic as the body of the poster there. The high-end posters illuminate the graphic and have a unique neon edge style glow that adds a magic atmosphere to any room in the house. This LED sign is both safe and economical to use. That's a great word. Of course, for indoor use, I wouldn't recommend exposing this to the elements, but it is capable of being wall-mounted or suspended from the ceiling. You can get that at side.show/DC Trinity. I am curious to know more about the suspending from the ceiling, but that is a fantastic artwork. And the artist is escaping me, but it kind of looks like a Jim Lee thing.
It struck me as very Jim Lee too, but I didn't pick up on the artist.
But yeah, that's just some classic bright, well, not classic, it's more modern, of course, Trinity, but that's some good stuff. And I love the neon edge. I mean, that's what it's all about.
I want to see it in a room. I think if you could check out the page, you can see it in a room. Yeah.
Yep. And it has a really cool like backlit effect with that blue neon. Because I think we have some pictures of them like on a wall. Looks very cool.
I mean, it looks amazing in a collection. Like,
yeah, especially if you want to, it's like,
oh my gosh,
this is the print that says, look at me, look at me.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Right there. So you better align it well in the room. So next up, we've got a piece from Mighty Jax. This is the Warm Thoughts Polystone statue. I am actually obsessed with this piece. I don't think Rob knew when he put this in. It is so beautiful. But as they describe it, based on the artwork of the same name, which is Warm Thoughts, comes our first piece with the artist Death and Milk, Warm Thoughts. A gentle geisha toys with a pool of her mind in this incredible piece. Her tender demeanor is juxtaposed with the harsh skull that she sits on. Her mind is just as deep as the ocean is vast. And there's more to this geisha than just a pretty face. What thoughts reside within her mind? Do you dare to take a dip? It looks, I know it's called Warm Thoughts, but it just looks cold. Like the material looks cold. It just looks so beautiful. And I love this piece. And anyone that can get a good water ripple.
The water effect on this is so good looking. Just very impressive.
And that is at side.show/out of my head. I like that it's both kind of like I'm out of my head, but also like get out of my head.
Get out of my head. Like literally, can you please get out of my head?
Multiple
Poking the finger
interpretations
inside the head.
Well, she is diving deep into her own reflecting pool inside of her mind.
She's reflecting on her thoughts right now.
And the colors are just so...
I'm going to start writing for the product descriptions, Amy.
I would love that. Thank you. Submit that to my inbox. And
I will.
I'll get back to you. And then up next, I think a lot of people are going to be excited to see this guy surfing out to their collections very soon. We've got the Silver Surfer maquette by Sideshow. This is just a beautiful representation of the Silver Surfer, of course. He measures 25.5 inches tall as Norrin Red traverses the starways on his signature silver board. Well, fine. I'm going to launch into this beautiful spiel about how noble and sad his
go ahead. I'll wait.
As you can see, he's emerging from a swirling portal in search of worlds for Galactus to consume. Of course, it is a difficult job that he takes, but he made the sacrifice to save his world of Zen law. He is stoic and noble of spirit, and the Silver Surfer's metallic appearance is instantly recognizable across countless galaxies. But of course, if you see him, it means your world might be doomed. He is in stock. He is shipping now. There's also an exclusive edition that comes with a proximity piece of Frankie Ray, who is also Nova. She dated the Human Torch for a while. Her father was the, I believe, scientist who created the android Human Torch. She has a light up feature. She's got the nice gold metallic texture to contrast with the silver. This piece is just beautiful. It's so...
Would you call it totally red?
I would call it side.show/totally rad is where you can check that out because he is
Yeah.
in stock and shipping now. I believe
This was debuted at last year's Sideshow Con. We got to see it in person when
Yeah.
it first. Oh my gosh!
seriously, how time
Yeah.
flies, and now
I
he's got it to
know.
you
Here he
guys.
is.
The
Love
more
it.
Yes.
pictures I see of it too, all the colors that are kind of hidden in that
Oh
base.
my gosh.
My
The
favorite
base is
detail
beautiful.
is the I mean, they really did a great job, but the sculpt around the eyes makes it look like he's got that classic Silver Surfer eyeliner, but it is just the silver reflecting with
Oh my
the
gosh.
kind of shadow of the brow that really makes those eyes pop and gives it kind of the classic surfer look. It's
Yeah.
so good.
So good.
So good. I'm a sucker for a
Love it.
good Marvel statue. But now we have our featured deal. We've got
Deal
the
of
dog
the wait,
meat.
wait
Oh,
for the
deal of
thing.
the day.
Ready?
The deal
Deal
of
of
the
the day.
Deal
Wait
of
for the thing.
day.
Gotta wait for
Sorry,
the
I didn't
thing.
realize.
Yeah, there's
it
a
all-
thing now.
Oh, it's a thing.
Got things.
Guys, we've got the dog meat statue from Chronicle Collectibles. This is for Fallout fans, and if you're
It's
just
a
a fan
pupper.
of dogs, it's a pupper. Chronicle Collectibles is excited to announce that this is the first licensed dog meat statue on the collector's market. Now you can take your favorite Fallout companion with you to work, or highlight it in your private collection next to your Liberty Prime and Atomic Atlas statues, which are also sold separately
Good
from
boy.
Chronicle Collectibles. You can go to side.show/who's a good boy to check this out. This is a 6th scale statue created directly from Bethesda's 3D assets to ensure 100% authenticity. You can pet this dog if you're a fan of the Twitter account. Can you pet the dog? You can pet this dog. And dog meat
Funny.
does come equipped with armor to jump all over the feral ghouls and includes a second armor-free head to be displayed with his playful, non-fighting doggy grin. So again, side.show/who's a good boy. Now, Rob, do we have the details on what deal is running on that? I believe it's
Yeah, he's
15?
he's down to $20, I believe, from
Is it-
40. Oh,
Oh,
I
wow.
can't missed that.
That's a big
Um,
deal.
Yeah, he was on a significant
Yeah, he's about
discount. Oh, he's $24.99 down from $40.
Oh wow. Okay.
So that's I can't do the math in my head. Oh my goodness, that's almost.
Like
I
15.
think it's 25.
15,
No, that's
15 off.
way more. 35, 45. Yeah, $15.
It's too
I don't know the
early for
percentage.
math.
Also,
I don't
Amy,
know
I
the
feel like you
percentage.
mispronounced this the short link. Can you try it one more time?
You can find this dog meat statue at side.show/who's a good boy.
There you go. You know, I feel like we need to strive for accuracy here. So
I-
if you could keep that in mind, I would
But I didn't want to
appreciate that.
confuse my parents' dog, who's a very good girl. She's totally asleep on the ground over there. But I didn't want to confuse her. But this is so cute.
Nice.
And yeah, this is a great prelude to the upcoming video game week that will be happening eventually.
We are
later this
planning
year.
right now for you guys.
I'm so excited for that.
Yes.
Of course, if you are a fan of Fallout, it's so cute. He's a 6 scale puppy.
Yep,
Yes.
6 scale pupper.
I love
And that
it.
is our deal of the day.
Nice.
Yay, deal of the
Nailed
day.
it. Nailed it. Very nice. Thank you, Amy. All right.
Thank you.
What's the time to do now, Rob? Let's check the agenda. Well, we covered today at Sideshow and on sideshow.com, so I think it's time to head on down to Robin's planet on Endor and check out the collector community images.
Collector community. Oh, I got a card.
You did.
I got my own card. That's awesome. Well, for anybody new joining us, we feature images from collectors throughout our site and through across many of our social channels. So we always like to celebrate the collector. They have just some awesome photos. A lot of them have awesome backgrounds and setups and displays. So it just really floors me when we see some of these collector images coming through. So we do try to share them and feature them on Facebook, on Twitter, on Pinterest, over on Instagram. Wherever we are, we do definitely try to share what the collectors send into us. So if you have not shared an image with us and would like to, you should go to side.show/how to share. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
That's
The
a good
whole
lesson
blog.
that all of us could learn.
How to share.
How to
No.
share.
Yes, we need to know how to share. So you go to side.show/how to share, and that will give you the information how to upload your pictures to us. And hopefully we can feature you through one of the live streams, through Pinterest. Yes, they're on Endor
Well
collectors.
played. Well
Yes.
played.
So up we have the Swamp Thing, which was shared over on Pinterest, and that's from
Aw.
Ethan Soderstrom. And this is just amazing. The
I'm
lighting
sorry,
is
that's a
beautiful,
photograph.
That's gorgeous. I love the
isn't it?
lighting on that. I love the color palette. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous.
It's very, very cool, and one of my favorites. And if anybody didn't read any of the details from the artist when he sculpted this, he had a little bit too much coffee. We had Death Wish hanging out in the office, and he didn't realize it was super strong, so he went through almost a half a bag to a bag of Death Wish coffee. So yeah, he finished the sculpture up really quickly.
Like in half an hour. It was just done. Also,
But-
I sculpted these other 17 just in case
Got all
you
these.
wanted a variety to choose from.
So this again is Swamp Thing. It was over on Pinterest, and it's from Ethan Soderstrom.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul. This is not
The
your
next
day,
one we
Paul. Stay out of it.
Paul, go away. This is my show, Paul. Our next featured image is The Mandalorian, and this again was on Pinterest, and it's
Aw.
from Chris Alvarado.
I love
And
that
that's just very
pose.
cute, kind of a stoic,
So proud.
yeah, so like a proud.
Little
This is
Grogu
like-
looks like he's
Mandalorian
about to get in
picture.
all sorts of trouble.
The
like a
red
proud
background
family
makes me think
portrait.
of like the Macy's, or like
Yes!
going into J.C.
Like-
Penney and get
like-
your family portrait done.
A
Like you
family
can see he was
portrait.
like standing in line with him and like, fixing his little fuzzy hair. Like, are you ready? Fixing the ropes.
And he,
I
the,
love
you know, Grogu is almost about to like do something, and it
Yep.
almost looks like he's got the back of his cloak, like don't wander away.
I'm thinking like of all the outtakes, like this was the Mando's, like this is the best one. Like the rest of them, like Grogu's blurry or was looking the other way, and it's like, okay, fine, we've got to get this done, so we'll pick that one. Love it.
Funny.
That pure Beskar fit too. That armor looks so good on Mando.
The lighting looks really great off the armor.
Oh.
It's amazing.
Great pose.
All right, so our third featured picture this morning is way different. It's Neon Tech Armors, again off of Pinterest, from Tracy Andress.
That is
So-
so cool.
Yeah, it's an awesome kind of very techie mid-century modern shot, I think.
Wow. I mean, I love already the concept of it, but the way that they pose and the angle that the composition of it's all gorgeous.
It almost looks like a funky painting, which is
gosh.
neat.
yeah.
Very neat.
Nicely done, Tracy Andres.
Wow.
Nice, yes, nicely done. Thank you to our featured
Yeah.
pictures and their artists, because that does take some
That's
art.
art right
So
there.
again, if you would like to be featured, have your collection featured throughout Sideshow's channels and on our site, please go ahead to side.show/how-to-share, because everybody has to know how to share. And that's it from our collector community.
Paul.
Yes,
Paul, I
that's
thought we
Paul.
told you. Go away.
We talked about this. Love it.
Paul.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh, those are amazing. I love it.
You make me want to up my game. I'm like,
I know.
I'm
I'm like,
slacking.
I want to start taking some more pictures. Amazing.
I know.
Love it. All right. Awesome.
All
Well,
right.
I think it's time for us to head back over to Rob and check out some. Hey, go to the segment. Pop culture headlines.
Cue it. Cue it.
Nailed it.
All right, yeah, I got some pop culture headlines for everyone today. Actually, most of them deal with new trailers that were released. Netflix and DC Comics released a new official trailer for Sweet Tooth. Opens with Gus's adopted father teaching him about the origins of the plague and the hybrids, and even introducing Tommy Jeopard. Sweet Tooth shoots to be on Netflix June 4th. So it's nice we're getting this
Wait.
constant kind of trickle of information and
Yeah.
new trailers for
It's
Sweet
like, here's
Tooth, just
another
kind of
little bite.
Yep.
Just like little nibbles for your sweet tooth.
leading us along.
Thank you.
You're right.
Wah wah.
Wow. The other big trailer release, Paramount released their new trailer for Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins. Shows the character fighting in a barrage, of gunners with just a sword, along with hinting at his original ninja training. Snake Eyes will be in theaters July 23rd. I'm liking the look of this one as well.
Yeah.
So those are the big trailers. There are some others too. I'll leave those for Andrew to talk about, and I'm sure we'll
Yes.
feature some on Friday when we do This Week in Trailers.
Hey,
Um,
Rob, where can people go if they would like to see more of our pop culture headlines?
I believe they could head to side.show/PopODcast.
Yes.
Some people misread it as Pop Podcast,
Yeah.
but it's still up in the air as to who's
Yeah.
exactly correct.
Well, I mean, I am.
Who's to say?
Podcast.
Who's to say? I mean, I can't read these things the way they're meant to be done. But that's all I have for pop culture headlines today. Check them
Nice.
out at PopODcast.
Nice.
Andrew does these daily.
Yes.
We don't cover all the ones that he does, so there's always a little bit more to find there. 365 days a year, Andrew doesn't stop.
Nope.
So go check out some more of them.
Pop culture machine.
The pursuit of entertainment news does not rest, and so
No.
Andrew does
Cannot.
not either.
Neither does Andrew.
In his Sisyphean effort to bring us all that is pop culture.
Yes. And we
When will they
appreciate it
stop
so that
entertaining us?
just for one day. Can you imagine if one day he just comes on, has a video, and just, I got nothing.
Got nothing today.
Literally nothing happened today.
Just
No one's doing anything anywhere.
I think I saw a dog chasing something earlier today.
Yeah. I'm gonna
someone
go
do
with that.
something for the love of God.
Please. Awesome. Well, thank you, Rob. Now we're going to head down over here and we're going to say, Amy, tell us what's in the blog.
Oh my goodness. Well, I will tell you, there is a lot of stuff happening over on the blog, but we've picked out just a few highlights for you guys from a number of our fantastic contributors, because you may or may not know, we do have an amazing team of both freelancers and internal writers who are constantly working around the clock, again, to bring you lengthier pop culture news than just the headlines. So this week we have, is Poison Ivy a villain? This is a great debate the internal DC fan community likes to have. I mean, is she just a misunderstood, very passionate activist, or is she a straight up bad guy? Though she's had many different origins over the years, Dr. Pamela Isley has always had a complicated history filled with love, loss, betrayal, rejuvenation, and even reincarnation. But in all these different points of her story simply cloud the answer to a very important question: is she a bad guy or not? See, you guys, we encourage you to go to side.show/it's complicated and check that out. Decide for yourself. Let us know what you think. I am personally in the camp that she is absolutely not a villain. She is trying to save the planet. Yes, her methods might be a little bit not always on the level, but at the end of the day, she's just doing what's best for all of us, and sometimes all of us is not what's best for the planet.
Amy knows what she's about. Don't at her. She knows.
Poison Ivy is one of my top 3 DC characters, so I'm a little bit biased. Also, she's definitely not a villain in the Harley Quinn animated series. She's just trying to get by. But we'll leave that for you guys to decide. Up next, we also have the top 10 episodes of The Magicians by contributor Melody McCune. She does great content on sci-fi and fantasy shows that you may have missed, but are also kind of the cult classic stuff. She's covered Vagrant Queen, The Expanse, The Magicians. So this is another one of her top 10 installations. She has great opinions too, personally. I've never seen this show, but I was like, yeah, this all sounds correct.
Little callback when you said let us know.
Thank you, Joe Gardner.
Gardner. Keep it going.
Just
Layers.
going on.
Layers on layers.
But for those of you who may not know, The Magicians was more than just a show about magic. It was a deep, cavernous exploration of the human psyche as well as mental health. As we learned from Quentin Coldwater and his friends, magic comes with pain. It's a physical manifestation of depression and anxiety. And throughout the tenure of this sci-fi series, the Breakbills gang learned to band together, support each other, and love themselves. You can go to side.show/magicmite to either revisit all of the top 10 episodes that Melody has chosen, or maybe get acquainted with a series that you are not familiar with, after which you should probably go back and watch the show because there are definite spoilers in that article. But it may inspire you to revisit this series that has no barking, has concluded on Sci-Fi, but Sci-Fi does some great television. So if you missed out on that, it's definitely worth checking out.
Nice.
I think she has opinions. She just wants to share. That's all. Oh,
She
also,
does.
this little nugget came in from Paul. Joe Gardner is an audience. Do you get it? Thanks.
Keep it going.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank
I
you.
love
Big
it.
on the
Thanks,
jokes.
Paul.
So, Amy, is that everything? From
That
the
is
blog today?
everything. That is
From the
everything from the
blog.
blog today. But you can go to or actually, I think it's just sideshow.com/blog. There's no fancy dot show. Yeah, sideshow.com/blog. Check out this and even more articles. We've got something new for you every single day, so you want to check that out. Plus, there is a physical blog manifestation of the pop culture headlines if you're interested in reading your headlines rather than hearing them. So we've got you covered in every which way. So check that out at sideshow.com/blog.
Awesome. Thank you, Amy. I think now we are going to head back down over to the planet moon of Endor, is what I think earlier I had said it was planet Endor. It's actually the moon.
You guys a little
How
jelly of
could
my
you?
Yeah,
forest here.
yeah. So
That's
anyway,
right.
we're going back
Yeah.
over to the forest, and Robin's going to show us, ready? This week in streaming.
Hey, I just want to protest. You have me going after Amy, and I have no cool short links. So just saying.
Sorry.
Just saying. We got a lot of cool stuff dropping in streaming this week. So everybody should be having their schedules filled for binge watching this weekend. It's going to be awesome. On Netflix, dropping on May 21st, is Army of the Dead. And this is pretty
Ooh.
cool because I mean, they're really upping the story,
Love
the
it.
plot lines. A group of mercenaries attempt a heist in Las Vegas, but wait for it, it's now a quarantine zone for a zombie outbreak. And it features Dave Bautista, Ella Purnell, from Tim Burton's Miss Peregrine's Home of Peculiar Children, Anna Della Regaria from Narcos, and it's written and directed by Zack Snyder. And this film marks Snyder's return to the zombie genre from his debut in, I think, 2004, Dawn of the Dead. So it's a good Ocean's 11 meets zombie film. So
I mean, who knew we needed that? But we do.
It was the crossover we've all been wondering about.
right.
For my video game people, is anyone else getting Dead Rising vibes? I mean, like trapped in a super mall, kind of, or trapped in Vegas with the zombies. Like I'm getting some Dead Rising vibes, and I dig it. And I love that tagline on the poster: "Always bet on dead."
Always bet on dead.
Well, if
Awesome.
you are looking for something different, which is a little bit of animation, over on HBO Max, dropping on May 20th, we have Adventure Time: Distant Lands Together Again.
Oh my glob.
So apparently,
Wow.
somebody's trying to take a vacation, but they find another adventure. We have Finn and Jake return for another adventure. HBO describes it as in Together Again. After a break from adventuring, a series of mysterious events leads Finn and Jake farther from home than they ever traveled before. When they find themselves face to face with a monstrous evil, Finn and Jake must unite for the adventure of their lifetimes.
Yeah, I'm in.
So that's again on
I love that poster.
So good.
on HBO Max, dropping May 20th. So that's pretty cool.
I mean,
have to
just
get
kind of
it's
HBO
Adventure
Max.
Time, so of course every one of those little flowers is sentient, or thought bubbles, or viruses, or whatever it is that's flying around. They're all sentient.
I think
of
they're
course.
daisies.
Yeah, like flying. Who knows what they are? But I'm sure they all have unique and interesting personalities because it is Adventure Time.
So when we're switching over to This Week in Streaming for shows, we have season 2 dropping on Netflix for May 21st of The Neighbor. And The Neighbor tells us, what are you doing?
I love it.
Laughing. It's all sacked out on the couch. The neighbor tells the story of Javier, an average man down on his luck, when suddenly an alien nearly lands on top of him and transfers his powers to him before dying. With the help of his friendly neighbor, Javier learns to master his newfound abilities and find balance with his new life. That is a really cool.
It's like
really
a little bit
cool
of Green
poster.
Lantern, like Abin Sur giving him the ring. We
Yeah.
got the Santa Claus, and then a little bit of I'm getting Greatest American Hero vibes from his costume here.
I feel like this is like actual footage of us after Spectacular.
I definitely got the Santa Claus vibes when I read it.
Yeah.
But this looks a little bit, like a mishmash of other cool stuff that we've seen before. But
That's fun.
I like the Cheetos. That's really awesome on that
It's,
poster.
it's almost in his mouth. If he just opened his mouth, like
So
he'd have
close.
it, but even that.
He's just too lazy to even open his mouth to eat it.
Okay, so over on Hulu, dropping May 21st, is MODOK. And this stars an overwhelming cast. Patton Oswalt, Amy Garcia, Ben Schwartz, Melissa Fumero, Wendy McLendon-Covey, Nathan Fillion, John Hamm, Beck Bennett, Bill Hader, Sam Richardson, and John Daly.
So good.
The
This is
series
gonna be-
follows MODOK after his criminal organization AIM has fallen into bankruptcy and he's been removed from leadership.
Oh my God.
Oh, he was fired. Oh my goodness. MODOK must now deal with suburban life, middle-aged, and his family. This is a stop-motion animated comedy, and again, it's on Hulu and kicks off May 21st.
I mean, it
That
is
sells
awesome.
itself.
Yeah.
He's a
What
mental
else do you need to
organism
know?
designed only for killing it on the streaming channels. Like what? I think if 5 years ago you'd been like, yeah, there's gonna be like a MODOK animated series, I'd be like, please get out of the world. Like you're lying entirely. Oh my god, I can't wait for this.
So, what has everybody else
And that
been
cast.
watching on streaming this past weekend? What have you guys been watching?
I've been checking out The Nevers. I finally started watching that. I'm really, really liking it a lot. Yeah.
I started Jupiter's. Is it Jupiter's? What is it?
Legacy.
Jupiter's
Yeah.
Legacy. Last
keep
night,
getting
just
it mixed
watched
up
one
with-
episode.
I keep getting it mixed up with Jupiter Ascending, which is a wildly
Totally different
property.
thing.
That's what I wanted to say. Like, it's not Jupiter Ascending. But I just started
Very
that
different.
last night, actually. Just got through the first episode. See how it goes.
I've
Awesome.
actually just begun rewatching Arrested Development because my parents have discovered it for the first time. They were like, they finished Schitt's Creek, they finished all their other shows, and they're like, what are we gonna watch now? And I was like, if you like shows about rich people losing their money, but they don't ever get better, let's watch Arrested Development.
Yes.
And now
No
we're like
lessons
halfway
are
into the
learned.
first season. No lesson. And it's so good.
It's so
It's just-
good.
Love
It
rewatching
improves
it.
every time you rewatch it. It gets better and better because everything was laid out from the beginning. There's so much foreshadowing and so many not callbacks, call forwards.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, it's amazing. Love it. Brilliant show.
And I'm watching Bad Batch, so
Oh yeah. Bad Batch. Yeah, you're like you have a lot. Like we talk about it on Clubhouse, and like you've definitely been watching it and like really taking it in. And you've got some opinions.
well,
I love it.
I get to watch it, and then the boy he jumps back into Clone Wars to reinforce the
Oh,
Bad
yeah.
Batchness. So we
love
keep
it.
hopping back and forth between Bad Batch and the Clone Wars. So
I
yeah.
feel like if you
Amazing.
pull back your forest curtain, there's going to be like the conspiracy theory board of like all the Bad Batch theories that you've got
Yes.
going on.
there is, but so
Oh.
far I've been right. You guys
Yeah.
betting against me, I've been right.
Yeah,
so
I think
far,
you should be
so.
taking a photo of yourself with the date and like your theories. And then you can be like, see? Later on.
It was
Uh,
me. It was me. I was right.
I'm watching the chats, and we've got, first of all, got some great call outs to Arrested Development. And that's why you always leave a note. And also, one of my personal favorites, what's a banana cost anyway? $10? I also love all of their impressions of chickens. Because obviously none of them have ever seen one.
Has anybody
Yeah.
shouted out what they're watching?
Yes,
In
we've
the
got Lewis over there. Lewis over on Facebook is watching Ozark. Started watching that one
Ooh.
too. Love
Great.
it. Michael and Carla Manas is just watched all the Rick and Morty, and I'm sad I was late to this great show. But hey, I'm happy you arrived. Like you came in.
Yeah,
So
just
be
in
happy
time
you're
for
there.
a new
Yes.
season this summer.
absolutely.
Kyle Weaver
Yes.
says, I'm almost done with American Gods. Also checking out them, liking it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Isn't that that's us, right? Like a series.
I think so. I don't think it's the same. I mean, I think it's kind of like loosely, but it's not the
Yeah.
same creatives.
Awesome. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We did it. Almost right on time. It's 9:34. We're close.
Yeah.
Pulling into the station. We're
Yep.
a little off the rails, but
Okay. It's okay.
we're in one piece.
Yes.
One piece. That's awesome. We came
Thank
skidding in.
We are here. Thank you all so much for joining us. Don't forget to tune in later today to Unsealed and Revealed. Check out that quarter scale. It's going to be amazing. If you guys are not already subscribing to our newsletter, head on over to sideshow.com and check out the newsletter. I highly recommend you subscribe. There's all kinds of great fun stuff that goes on in there, and you can keep up with what's going on at Sideshow. We're going to wrap it up for today, but we're going to be right back here again tomorrow and every other Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern to bring you all this fun infotainment.
Yeah.
You like that?
It's
Edutainment.
edu-info.
Do we have that little CE in the corner? Or is
I
it-
need more coffee after you guys this morning. More coffee.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to catch you later on. And as always, don't forget
Don't forget to let your geek side
Sideshow.
show.
Sideshow.
Sideshow.
Nailed